It has been a good long while since we were here in our little starting base thing, Spawner Fortress. Yeah, I mean, so last time I was building this. This is my big cram battleship. We got a couple of secondaries on here. These really quite powerful 2000mm cram weapons. I would like to finish this. This is not done. It doesn't have all the decorations that I want it to have. Functionally speaking, I think it's about where I would like it to be. However, I think in terms of things that I want to do right now, I don't know if this is my immediate priority. I burned myself out on this thing, frankly, a little bit, and I do need to come back, add some more, like, at least decorative anti-air weapons, etc. But, you know, it's a good ship. I'm happy with it, and I think it will be quite useful in the campaign, which we will try and finish. Hopefully in either this video or in a future video, but you can see there's a bunch of places where this is a bit jagged. We need to add deck trim to the edge here, you know, some doors here and there, but overall, fairly happy with this. I'm going to be trying to relearn the game, because it's been a year, I have forgotten everything. So this is possibly going to be significantly worse than both this and the previous Able-class cruiser which we built, which is just here if you don't remember this one. That's what it looks like. This thing costs way more than the Cram Battleship, but arguably probably isn't as good. Hopefully that's a reflection of me having gotten better back in the day at building ships, but I'm still relatively happy with this thing, and it carried us through quite a number of the factions in the campaign, and I don't think it's exactly going to be obsolete anytime soon. So fingers crossed, this thing that I'm building over here, which is actually in between these two in length. The Cram Battleship is quite short and stout. This is a very, very large super cruiser kind of thing. The guns aren't actually that big. I want bigger guns than this on a technically smaller ship. You'll see what my plan is, hopefully, when it's done. But this thing has a couple of vulnerabilities, a couple of weaknesses, which I would like to fix with this. The idea is this is going to have a much more compact citadel, as it were. Anyway, we're going to do our usual. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut now, I'm going to build it, and I'm going to save it in stages so that we can come back and look at each of the build stages. And that means that while I'm building, I can basically just chill and do whatever I want, which should hopefully avoid me being burnt out by the end of this episode, because I don't want to leave this series on a cliffhanger, which I absolutely have for a year, and that's completely on me. But either way, I'm going to start building this thing, and you will see different stages of it, and I hope you enjoy. So I'll be honest, I'm back sooner than I expected to be. I mean, for you, obviously, I'm back very soon. It's been almost instantaneous for me. For me, I didn't think I would get as carried away as I have. So let me explain. I thought what I would do is just build another boat just to kind of get back into it, and now there's a lot going on here, so I'm gonna try and run you through what I've got so far. It is nowhere near finished. It is not good. It's pretty bad, actually, but we are learning again, because we had already learned. So let me have a look. So first, the layout. Where did we start? This is pretty much what I showed you before. You can see we've got the start of a superstructure here. I wanted to kind of put the guns up front and have this idea of a ship that would sit at long range and basically just keep the bow pointing towards the enemy. I thought that could be a useful ship. I still think it could be a useful ship. I just need to get my munition defenses and maneuverability up a little bit more, and maybe we're going to be cooking. But this was kind of the basic outline. And something I was trying to do here as this constructs itself is I was trying to use a couple more mimics than I normally do. So you can see with this, I have gone pretty damn heavy over the bow with the mimics. I think there's a view where I can see only mimics. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. So that is all of the mimics we have on this thing, and that is frankly most of it. So this is really much heavier into the more complex building techniques than I've ever gone before, and that's kind of what I was learning with this, I guess. And so literally one save later, we have the rest of the hull basically ready to go. We have the turret caps now have a bit of armor, and you can see how much mimic work has been going into this. There is I'm really happy with this hull. Okay, I genuinely am. There's a couple of funky bits about it, like the bow is really raked upwards. You can see how sharp of an angle that is, but I think this looks good. I have an AI on here, so I could go God mode because I was in multiplayer and people were just spawning things in. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go God mode real quick. But you can see the propellers look kind of correct to how you would expect. We got a rudder. I think this underside is a little on the janky side here. You can see that much, but going back to our mimic view, you can see about half of this entire thing is just mimics. I've gone pretty heavy on the mimics here, and hopefully you like that. I don't know. Then I designed some guns to go on it, and there is a lot of building that needs to be done before we actually get these guns on here. I put some engines in because they are rail guns. We've got 2 quad 375mm rail guns on this thing. This is going to absolutely plunge into the ocean with the amount of heavy armor on this. I had to put quite a lot of alloy into the finished product just to get it floating or close enough. And in a second, we will put the turrets on, hopefully. No, okay, it's not doing that. Oh, there we go. I forgot we have to repair it. There we go. There's my turret. Judge me all you want. I'm sure it's not great, but it's my first turret back after well over a year, so hopefully it's not too egregiously awful. Yeah, it does the job. So yeah, there's a couple stats you can see there. 375mm. It's got a lot of recoil. I do put some recoil absorbers on it eventually, but not just yet. And at this point, it's firing 40 rounds a minute. It does fire less by the end because I swapped over to using explosive shells rather than the railgun shells, just because I thought I'd try it. I did the railgun with the Sabo with the other cruiser, so I thought I'd do something a little bit different this time. And I believe this is the first version where it will float. You can see there's a couple holes in the bottom with the vents so that I could have just some thrusters, keeping us stable, keeping us pitched correctly, just because you do run into a couple problems with that. Look at it go already. That is a crazy, actually, looking thing. But you can see how much alloy is just in this thing. We've got this kind of open space here, so I had a bit of freedom to do stuff, but that's kind of my armor at the moment. I don't know. I think it's not enough. Maybe I need more. We can change these things. It's just I needed to make it float, so that's why we're where we are. But look at this. This is really satisfying to watch every single time. I'm surprised how much it functions with just the low-down stuff. I guess that is the benefit of me doing everything kind of in the bottom parts of the ship. Number one, obviously you get protection from non-supercavitating rounds, and definitely not, missiles aren't going to be hitting underneath the water. Torpedoes absolutely will, but we're going to need some, missile defenses, anti-missile missiles, anti-torpedo torpedoes, that kind of a thing to go on in here. And if I use the repair tool, eventually we will get the guns back. You can also see the start of a laser munitions defense. Kind of just necessary on a ship of this size, from my understanding. You can get away with other things. Please don't ram the spawner fortress. Am I gonna have to I think I'm gonna have to take the spawner fortress out of play. Hang on. Okay, there we go. We're not gonna have any calamities here. There we go. There go the turrets. I really was not happy with these. I just want to clarify here, this is not how the turrets end up looking. Did I not have a turret in there? Oh, it's just taking ages to build. Hang on a second. So there's some light mimic work on the front of these turrets. It's not great. You can see I've kind of covered in where these guns are, and the railgun magnets are actually here. There's heavy armor out in front of them just to give a little bit of armor, and there's kind of heavy armor coating these turrets. So it's got more armor than it looks like. One weakness definitely is I need to armor these turrets a lot more. I've been doing some testing. They keep exploding in one hit from any cram shells. Number one, I want to be able to shoot anything down that would do that, but ultimately, you are going to get hit at the end of the day at some point. So I really, really need to armor these. But they just don't look very good at this point. They're fine. They're passable, but I wasn't happy. So I think, realistically, I should have made a save in between now and when I finish the turrets and the superstructure, but you're about to see a lot of this ship appear because I got really, really carried away. We jump about 13 versions of saving, and I was saving about once an hour, so it was pretty hefty, the changes from this one onwards. Okay, here we go. I've probably made a mistake by spawning this in block by block, because there's a lot of blocks going on in this thing, and you can see I've also changed the camouflage. So I'll give it a moment to build. Okay, here we are with where I've got to thus far. As I say, it's not actually very good. We do have a couple more laser nodes, nowhere near enough. A bit of a detection system, nowhere near enough. We don't have enough shielding, just this one at the moment. We don't really have enough maneuverability. And frankly, we're lacking some other types of weapons. These are still the only weapons on this. But if I pop into the special views and go, mimic and decoration view, you can see that's gonna go away. I just left the view. You can see I've done some trickery here. So number one, that's a lot of our ship is actually made up of mimics. Number two, you can see this entire top part of the bow here, because that is, if you can see, in line with the gun. Now, do bear in mind that these guns are also mimics. We have actually lowered the guns relative to where they actually are. So the barrel runs along here, but the visuals are just down here. I just thought it looked better lower in the turret. That is one of the reasons why these turrets are so badly armored. I think I'm probably going to make all of this on top here heavy armor, just to make sure that any explosions going up on top are going to have to go through 2 layers of heavy armor, because there's internal heavy armor, just not enough of it. And then I'll probably mimic it back to either alloy or metal, because I just don't particularly want the heavy metal texture on the outside. It doesn't look great. Sorry, the cat's on my desk if you can hear that. Also, I need to get the mimic versions of these 50 cals, because they actually fire whenever we're aiming at things, which is just kind of annoying. But they're really, really annoying to make the mimics of. We got our bridge here. This is where the kind of captain and all that stuff would go. It's the armored bit of it. Up here, we've got a spotting tower. So when I pop the guns on, you'll notice all of these kind of turrety things rotate and give us better spotting in that direction because of the range finders. And there's a lot of mimics kind of hiding fairly exposed elements. One of the reasons I really need to improve the defense. What I'll do is we will pit this up against something. Let's go for the crossbones. I think we might struggle against the crossbones, but I kind of just want to give an idea of what we're looking at in terms of gun damage at the moment, because I don't think it's spectacular, to be entirely honest. And fingers crossed against the crossbones, we can actually deal with a reasonable amount of their incoming shots with our laser munition system. That would be quite nice. That is what our shells are doing to them. Obviously, they're wood. It's going to be doing a lot more because this is Hesh, and therefore, the explosion itself is going to be doing quite a lot of damage to the wooden elements. Are we going to be able to shoot any of those down? Not really, to be entirely honest. Kind of disappointing. But the damage is all right. You can see it's adding up pretty quickly. I don't have any second layered attacks. Come on, shoot them down. Shoot them down. We got a couple. But I'm imagining about now, yeah, my weapons are going to start getting really, really damaged. I need to work on these turrets. They are so flimsy. I think I'm just going to have to put big blocks of armor on them and basically just mimic away all of it, because there's just no way with the size of the turret caps we have to adequately defend them. And yeah, we're basically out of the fight, even though we should win. If there's no reason we should lose other than I just haven't defended those turrets enough. So there's some serious problems with this version of the design, which make it a massive waste of 1.5 million materials. Look at that turret just getting popped off. It shouldn't. And I'm disappointed with myself, and I'm sure you're disappointed with me too, for this being so bad. It's awful. It's actually terrible. So I'm gonna put that anger into resolving it, and I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna try and make it good. Hopefully without you know, tripling the cost. But this is going to be very expensive. It's a very big ship, and I've gone for decoration, and I'm not a particularly good builder. So there you go. It's going to end up looking a little bit, hopefully, expensive for what it is. Not hopefully, but you know what I mean. It's going to look expensive. I'm hoping that it's reasonable. Well, at long last, we have the finished-ish product. I think there is more work that could be done here. However, I don't know if I'm necessarily willing to do that right now. We are an insane number of hours into this design, and frankly, it's not that great. We are 1.6 million materials down the sink for every single one of these we spawn in, and it's not really worth it. It has a couple of pretty big weaknesses. I find it really struggles with very high caliber cram, high explosive rounds. Either way, it's alright. It's not too bad, and I'm glad because it's been so much work, and I think it does look good. We have a serious amount of mimics going into the final product. Yep, there you go. That's quite a lot. I will likely make changes to this as and when I find a couple of more issues with it when we spawn it into the campaign. But for the most part, I think it's... Sorry if you hear the cat in the background. She's absolutely losing her mind, by the way. Oh no, she's found cardboard. I've completely lost my train of thought because my cat started eating all of the cardboard that she could find, but regardless, I think we'll make changes to this when we spawn it into the campaign. We're going to find a couple of problems with it, and hopefully they won't be too expensive to fix. We have got torpedo interceptors on the underside here. We've got some missile interceptors here. They're a bit rubbish, but mostly we have a laser munition system on the outside. I think I'm going to need to add more LAMS nodes, and I'm going to need to add more munitions detectors and all of that stuff. We'll see exactly how this performs, well, about now, to be entirely honest, but hopefully you like it. I think I like it. What did I do over here? Alright, that's interesting. Okay, before we spawn in our new battleship, number one, we need to name it, but number two, I have something else to show. Okay, before I can show you that, we've got a Chunko being attacked by a Twin Guard craft. I didn't realize I was at war with the Twin Guard still, but okay, fair enough. We do have the cruiser here. This is 9% damaged, and I'll level with you, it was damaged almost a year ago, so I have no idea how wounded this thing is. We're gonna hope not too bad, and just begin the battle. 9%, I'll level with you, that could be pretty bad. What have we got? Okay, that's not great. We're down to 6 guns. It should be fine. We should have plenty of firepower left, but yeah. You're gonna need a little bit of TLC. Are you... Oh, I should have maybe paid a little bit more attention to the enemy. Right. Okay. Sure, big win. Okay, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, and we can just set a couple of waypoints for this thing, I have built a cargo ship, and this I put a little community post teasing it out. We don't have any resources on board, and therefore it can't move. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Now we have a bit of cargo. We have got this little cargo ship. It's honestly quite expensive to run because I wanted it to be quite quick. So it is not the cheapest thing in the world, and that's not actually great for a cargo vessel. But it's got a lot of resources that it can carry. I'm going to put a bunch of repair tentacles on this somewhere, and this is going to carry enough resources for me to build my new ship. It's significantly quicker than most of our ships, so if I put it in a fleet with them, it won't get slowed down by them, and yeah, that's pretty much the vibe of the cargo ship. Fingers crossed, it's good and nice. I hope you also like how this looks, but obviously we're not going to see it too much because it's not going to be in combat, so there you go. There's the cargo ship. It's alright. Okay, something we never did last time is with our big cram battleship, we never named it. So I'm going to go to my super supporters, and the longest serving super supporter, who I don't believe we've named anything after in this campaign yet, is Marlon Goiken. So we're going to go with PBS Marlon, as I think that's a reasonable sounding name. This thing, remember, I need to finish this. Don't let me forget. Whoa. Yeah, I really need to finish it. There we go. And it's sinking. There we go. Submarine Marlon. So this is probably going to be the first time? No, I don't think it's the first time. I think we had some combat with this last time. We're going to have a couple more fights with this thing, as well as the frontal battleship. And on a kind of unexpected turn of events, the cargo ship completely filled up. And so now we have our ship here ready to go, basically, and I am going to name this thing. I seem to recall we had a Yoki before, but I can't find it anywhere, so we're gonna go with Yoki, because you're next down the list. And hopefully that's not wrong. It's been a long time. Forgive me if it is. Okay, here we go. We've got a Twin Guard base versus our Cram battleship. So this is going to be interesting to watch. I'm hoping the Crams are basically just going to blow them to pieces, but I don't know what kind of defenses they're going to have here. Fingers crossed, not too many. What have we got? Oh, wow. Okay, that is defended. That is definitely defended with a reasonably powerful laser. Turn the guns on, please. Why are you not on in the first place? That could cause problems. Right, you are very, very well defended, it would seem. Can you please explode and stop firing those at me? Oh. Oh, wow, it exploded and stopped firing at me. Is that genuinely out? Or is it just charging? No way. No way is that actually out. One-shot kill? Okay. Can't complain at that. Wow. We've absolutely caught it out. We've blown a hole clean through the middle of it. And yeah, I think we actually just took out the laser system here. That's crazy. Okay. I mean, it's still got missiles, so it can still do a little bit of damage here and there, but I don't know if those missiles are going to be able to get through our munitions defenses, because I do believe we have a bunch of lambs on this thing. So, woo, we are lagging crazy. There we go. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely no problem. Marlon is cooking. And 2 damaged already on that thing. When I saw that spawn in, I saw all the massive lasers, I thought we would struggle a little bit more than this, but apparently we're fine. And as it turns to nighttime, we've just got this, what looks to be only a mining platform to kill. So, yep, I don't think that's gonna prove too difficult. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's very satisfying. Oh, hello! We just got a little guy! Look at this little guy. Oh my goodness. I mean, we're hitting him with a lot of these little flak guns. Oh, the missiles just missed. I kind of want to hit him with a cram shell. I can't lie. I really don't want the missiles to get him. Oh, just missed. That would have been so funny. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, the thumper missiles got him. That was a good showing, actually. Maybe I cooked with this cram battleship more than I thought I did. There seems to be a plane called the Assertiveness just kind of on the map border. Is that why they've not really had anything to attack me with in a long while? Are they just relying on that, but it can't do anything? Let's see if we can put it out of its misery. Speaking of misery, hopefully we can inflict some. I've just realized the missiles were supposedly not on here, and unfortunately they've spawned in one of these swarms, like the resupply swarms, these Enigma swarms. They are probably gonna be a bit of a pain in the neck to hit. I can't lie. We don't exactly have the most agile weaponry in the world, but you know, we can destroy that, no problem. I'm realizing we could be here for a while. Come on, thumper missiles. Yes, there we go. We got a hit, and it's down. It's fallen out the sky. So hopefully that's the battle effectively over in terms of that thing. I'm not too worried about these little drones, to be entirely honest. We will eventually kill them. It's just... they're very annoying. Come on, let's spawn Thanos in. Where is it? There it is. Whoa! That's crazy. Okay, I didn't realize you cooked like that, Twin Guard. That is awesome looking. Oh, it's got some kind of butt prism. Is the only way I can think of describing that. We've damaged their little drone. That's not really anything to talk about. Are we doing okay? Hopefully. Seemingly still firing. That's the main thing. I'm hoping we can start doing some big damage numbers, because so far it's been a little bit disappointing. Oh, there we go. That's not disappointing anymore. That should have taken out the connections to that pod. Good. And hopefully that's just going to fall into the water and not really be a problem anymore. This is the main thing we want to kill, because this is what's repairing everything. Ah, there we go. My torpedoes are taking out that little pod. Nice. We got a lot of slowdowns. We're blowing a lot of things up. That defender pod has just fallen off. It seems to not really know what to do. Oh, there we go. It's firing at its ally at the moment. But there you go. It is firing. There we go. Big explosions on the main base. That will kill it for good, I'm pretty sure. And hopefully the torpedoes can come for this guy. Look at the ominous approach of these torpedoes. And then you've got a little submarine. Bosh! And bosh. Yep, that'll do him. That'll do him. Adorable little submarine guy. Isn't that lovely? He's already damaged, though. I'm wondering if he's... Oh, dear. You never got finished. Oh, you didn't even get your weapon. It gave up. Because it didn't give up. It exploded. But, you know, that's giving up in my mind. Oh, there we go. There's another little drone. How many of them have we even got left now? It's not many, to be entirely honest. I think it's 3. Oh, no, never mind. There's so many of them. Right, I'll see you in a bit when I've killed all of these. Goodness me. Oh, I missed it. I missed it at the recording pause. I hit one with a cram shell. Oh, man. That's great. Oh, finally. Finally. There we go. If you want to read this, there you go. That is the little bit of text. We have killed, I believe, the Twin Guard. They should be... No? No, not quite. Okay, they do... Yes, quite. Okay. I got baited. I got baited. They will be no longer a threat to me. Although, admittedly, they weren't much of a threat, given that they just kind of seemed to have their only ship hugging the map border and not actually doing anything. But either way, you know, they're gone. Okay, peace deal time. We have... realistically, well, practically, only 4 options. We can either join with the Steel Striders or the Scarlet Dawn and fight the other 2 factions. We can just fight the Steel Striders and the Grey Talons alone, or we can fight everyone. Now, I think the only practical option here, if not the necessarily moral option, given that they're evil space aliens, is probably to join the Scarlet Dawn. They are quite, in the terms of From the Depths factions, they're pretty strong, so we're gonna have to take on 2 factions at once. I do have a ship on the other side of the map that I haven't named yet. It is another one of the frontal battleships, so we do have a defense against the Grey Talons. It isn't quite there yet, so I think this is gonna have to be the way that we go, and we are just gonna start pushing straight away on the Steel Striders here. On the other flank, we're gonna try and just hold off until this can get here. And that said, we do actually need to name this. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna go PBS Dougie, after Dougie Ott, who is not quite the penultimate. We're getting down to the last 3 super supporters, so, you know, join in if you want your chance, I guess. Okay, immediately we have a Falcon Squadron, which is a very, very small... fighter-like thing attacking our spy satellite. I can just about run away for a moment. It's about 3 times my speed, so not for long, but we do have 2 very powerful ships converging on it. I know the Marlon's not particularly built for this, but it is probably the only one that's going to be able to get into range in time. So that's what we're just going to have to try and do here. I don't think the Cody's going to be able to get there, even though that's probably a better fit for fighting that thing. Even though it is, you know, an older, smaller, cheaper ship. On the other flank, we have a Morning Star. That's pretty significant. And it's going for our destroyers. That's not good. Or it's going for the Chunko. The Chunko's not so much of a problem. I'm not so upset about that, because that's basically just a cargo vessel. We really need to try and get this Dougie fleet up as fast as possible. Okay, Marlon, you're doing the job. You're gonna have to fight this fighter. Okay, there's 3 of them, and I mean, we've got missiles. These guys are heat-seeking, so they might work. It's kind of just going to come down to luck, I think. I think this is going to prove to be one of those battles I skip to the end of again, because I don't think this is going to be particularly interesting to watch. In the greatest piece of foresight I have ever had, I chose not to show you this battle. This was shambolic. My own torpedoes did that, by the way. This was a flawed combat. If we can, I would rather not have the Marlon take on anything else right now, especially this massive fleet of enemy ships at the home base of the Steel Striders. I don't know if we're going to have a choice. Edwin is a much more fitting ship to do this job, and right now, I mean, Marlon would do a better job against the Reef Shark. We'll put it that way. And I don't think we're necessarily in that much trouble, but oh boy, that's a mobula. Okay. What do we have? Right, we got the cruiser. That'll do. All right. The battle is going to have to take place between the Marlon and the Reef Shark. We don't have a choice in the matter. We are wounded. We are definitely not in fighting state, but I don't think the systems are necessarily out other than the torpedoes, and I don't think we're going to be using torpedoes against this thing too much. What is spawning in? Okay, it's a Guernsey. What can only be described as a gajillion miles away. Right. That's not really what we would have wanted to happen. I can't lie. Oh, God. Oh, and they're back. Oh, they're back. Oh, for goodness sakes. Right, come on. Here. Take manual control. Blast them. Come on. Oh, the Marlon might actually be out here. I'm being bullied so much by these fighters. They have EMP missiles, which have just taken out my entire anti-munition system, and the Guernsey is able to fire with pretty much impunity at this range, and there's an Excalibur and an Argonaut. This is going to be the loss of this ship. I will level with you. We have lost our primary defenses. We don't have any offense against these fighters. We are seriously in trouble. I was just taking a swig of coffee, and we just blew up one of the turrets on the Argonaut here, which is good. We're at least putting a little bit of payback on this fleet. That is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness, that is drop dead gorgeous. I love that. Shame I blew up your gun. Right, come on, let's just kill anything we can. Shots on this Argonaut should kill it at this point, I believe. If we can hit. There we go. That should be... That front turret's still firing? Man, these are designed by people who aren't complete muppets. As evidenced by my use of this ship here, I am a complete muppet, so I would never be able to do that. There goes the Argonaut. Guernsey, let's take you out next. Come on, Marlon. You can do this. You can't do this. Oh, it's like an Iowa with quad barrels. That's so cool. Focus on the target at hand. Take out the Guernsey. Come on. Come on. Let's do this. We're not winning. We are not winning in a million years, but we can lay down the law on these guys as much as physically possible before we go down. The Guernsey is too damaged. This is going to be the big guy, really, the Excalibur. Can we do anything about him? Is the Reef Shark spawning in? No, I don't think so, not just yet. I think we still have 6 guns firing, which is good. That's good. It's not great, but it's good. And we are just about getting through their munitions defenses. I'm really confused why it spawned in all of these enemy ships. I was a long, long way away, but I guess it's just further than I thought, because we're getting the home base, basically, just spawning in now, which is not great. You, I don't like. I've got the anti-air guns set up on manual fire, so we might be able to do something about him. Come on, hit that front turret. We really, really need that out. Okay, good shot. Yes! Oh my goodness. This is going terribly, but somehow also well. Got the Norge all the way over there. Can we just lob a really long-range shot at that guy? I don't think it's going to do anything, but it's worth a try. Oh, not where we needed it, but not honestly that far off either. Oh, my poor Marlon. My poor Marlon. Come on. Keep kicking. Keep kicking. It's another cram salvo. If anything's going to do it, it's going to be a really lucky shot on the front turrets of this thing. No, not yet. We're getting bullied by these planes still, and there's even more of them now. Oh, those are nukes. We've got nukes, everyone. We have nukes. I'm imagining we've been hit by 1 or 2 already, but whatever is going on, it's not good. Come on, Marlon. Come on. Oh, that is probably my ammo rack going. I don't know. It could well have been one of theirs on the fighters, but I'm imagining that's kind of the death knells of the Marlon, given what it's looking like right now. If I can take out this Norge before I go down, I would be quite happy, I think. I suspect a lot of my detection systems are out, which is why we're firing so inaccurately, so I am going to take manual control. That was a big hit! Big hit. Made the entire ship bounce in the water. I don't think we did much, though. I think we just skimmed the underside of them, which is why it made them bounce so much. Come on, right for the front turrets. Surely! Yes! Both of them are out. That is going to be pretty much the Norge killed. If we can get one more salvo on that rear turret, I think we're golden. I mean, if nothing else, I am incredibly proud of this cram battleship for what it's done. It has no right to still be afloat, to be entirely honest. And not only is it still afloat, it is still kicking. This is great. Oh, man. Right, I don't know what that thing is, but it has guns. And therefore, it is my #1 target right now. We need that thing gone. It's not very big. Oh, it's such a cool little destroyer-looking thing. That's really neat. As beautiful as I think you are, I really, really hope I can hit you with some of these cram shells, because you're going to go up like a firework. Don't have many cram shells still flying. I think 5 guns are firing relatively effectively. There we go! AI dead. 1 shot. Nice. Marlon, my friend, how are you still alive? This is utterly ridiculous. I don't know how we're still going. This is definitely the most exciting fight I have had in this entire career. And I really, really expected nothing from this battle. This is spectacular. Come on, anti-aircraft guns. Get that plane. Get him. Come on. They're the biggest problem that we have in this fight by a long way are these really, really annoying little planes. Alright, we're going all USS Texas on this. I don't know another way we can make this work other than just spamming a bunch of these down, because I don't have time to build and armor up an actual advanced cannon, so we're just going to have to go with these really, really cheap options. Well, not cheap, they're very expensive in fact, but it's the only thing that we can really do. and just fill the skies with lead and hope that something strikes true on one of these planes. They've got metal armor. It's not likely, but it's the best hope we have. Something's gone down. Oh, that's a plane! Dead! Oh my goodness, they're down to just one. Okay, I don't know what hit it. I think it must have been a missile just getting a lucky strike. This guy doesn't look too healthy, to be entirely honest. Can we get our guns reloaded before he does this strike? We're ready to go. Let's fill the air with lead. Come on. Take him out. He's got no nose cone, so he's probably not as quick as he used to be. Okay, they do have something with weapons. The ship is just sailing right into this island, which I'm trying to put a stop to by taking manual directional control, but it's seemingly doing absolutely nothing that way forth. There we go, AI dead. I may need to place a vehicle controller here, because it just doesn't seem to know what to do. Nope, there is just no way I can place it. Okay, that's not good. Oh, and we've lost most of our gauge increases on this rear cannon now. Okay, that seems to be the final weapon that's really operational. If you could avoid this island, that would be absolutely lovely, Marlon. I don't know why you're so obsessed with sailing into islands. I will not lie, there's not much that seems to be able to be done here. The Marlon has finally made a mistake after soldiering so valiantly on. I'm pretty sure this is it. We're going to blast this dockyard to pieces as best we can, and I guess wait for the downfall of the inevitable. I think with this final shot, I'm going to call the battle, and we're going to finally admit defeat here. We have put up one hell of a fight, frankly, but there is no world in which we win now, because the Reef Shark has spawned in, frankly, and yeah. I mean, we might, maybe, you know, we'll just fire a shot or two, see what happens, but they are now firing at the only remaining cram cannon, and I don't have a good hope that it's going to be able to turn it around. You never know. Come on, cram cannon. Come on, cram cannon. Let's do this. Let's fire one last shot. Come on. He's going to take you out in a second. Don't let him do it. Don't let him. Not a good hit. Frankly, not a great hit. It was my aim. It was my aim. I just shot right at the front of him. We need to fire more midships, but there you go. Do we have anything left? Come on. One more. One more shot. You can do it. I believe in you. Reload that cannon. There we go. No, those are nowhere near. Absolutely nowhere near. He's changed direction. Yeah, right, we're calling it. We're calling it. View battle ends. Here we go. End the battle. I'm sorry, Marlon. I'm sorry. Okay, and probably to end the episode, let's get a bit of revenge. They've got a Mobula. I have the big supercruiser, Edwin. And I think we should have this one. It might be an interesting fight. But here's hoping that big Sabo rounds are enough to absolutely demolish this thing, because it is, at the end of the day, a fast-moving, relatively lightly armored-ish plane. What are you doing, Edwin, bro? Yeah, I mean, I'll level with you. I think the Cram Battleship is a better design. Whoa, that was a big particle cannon shot. I guess that'll be that. Come on, let's tear through the core of that thing, get the particle cannon disabled. It will only take a shot or two, and I think that's gonna pretty much be the end of the Mobula there. We had a big explosion internally, took out a few engines. Can we just take out that particle cannon? Come on. Here we go. Right for the center. Right for the center. There we go. That's what we need. Are we doing anything? Oh, it looks like we're doing things. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. Big internal explosions. Oh, yeah. That thing is absolutely toast. Really, really cool design, don't get me wrong. However, toast, it's gone. Oh, Poor Marlon. This is for you. Yeah, that was quite embarrassing, though. Yeah, not well enough defended, the tops of these turrets, I must admit. Must admit. And it was going to be the end, but I have been attacked by this dastardly Reef Shark again. However, I don't fancy spawning in Cody first. I think I can spawn in the Edwin. I may only have 5 of my 6 guns, but I still think it's going to be enough, buddy. Now this is true revenge. You're the ship that I wanted to be fighting when I started that battle accidentally against the entirety of the Steel Striders. I think we would have absolutely demolished this thing if it had just been the Crown Battleship versus this, but lo and behold, that's not how it went. But now, it's getting its penance in the only way I know how, which is hellfire. I think one of our torpedoes just hit the underside of this thing. Oh, yes. Revenge is best served swiftly and with very, very, very many Sabo rounds, I find. I think they're outrunning their own torpedoes, basically. Here are mine. There's one. I don't think that really does much. I think those look like the propulsion, but actually, I think it's jets in the back of this thing, if I remember rightly. That said, it would be nice if the rest of these torpedoes would hit, but apparently not. Because it is just facing the front of me. I was gonna say we're not doing much damage, and then I think we hit both of the guns within about 2 shots of each other. So I guess I have to take that back. There we go. Good job, Edwin. You have done your job of avenging the categorically better ship that was Marlon. And I don't have very good torpedo defenses on this thing, do I? Oh, hello! Cody spawned in. You remember this thing? Oh, it'd be nice if it would actually load in the textures. I haven't actually looked at that thing in a long time. Man, I cooked. That looks pretty good. We didn't get to use the frontal battleship today, which is a shame, it feels like. In fact, maybe we can. Maybe we can, just before the end. Oh, go on. What's one more fight? Right, the cargo ship is technically in this fight, so we do need to be a little bit cautious. I thought you could remove ships from a battle so long as you still had some, but apparently not. I'm also surprised it's only spawned in this ammunition factory. I thought they would have gone with the Cat Shark first, given it is actually a ship that can fight back. But there you go. I'm just holding fire for a second, because I don't think we had all of our energy at the start of this fight. And I just want to make sure that when that enemy spawns in that can actually fight back, we have got sufficient firepower to deal with it. And there we go. Yeah, I thought the missiles would be able to deal with that. Right, what's next? Is it going to be the logistics hub, or is it going to be the actual enemy? It's the logistics hub, and wow, that is bristling with guns. Okay, I stand corrected. Let's make sure we take those things out. Ooh, my frame rate's even struggling with this one. There's a lot of stuff going on this guy. That's super cool. I think they're still firing, even though we have kind of exposed these cannons to the elements. And I'm a little bit concerned about this fight now. I didn't think this thing would be anything to write home about, but it is fairly significant in terms of firepower, so we may have underestimated our enemy. We're going to have 2 absolute disasters this episode. It would be fairly fitting for the normal quality of my gameplay. Okay, these side guns seem to be going down. I believe these are where the missiles are being fired from. No, those are resource storage. Where are the missiles being fired from? I mean, we've got these ones up here, but those are the ones I'm not too worried about. I mean, we may as well take out the top deck here. It doesn't seem like it's a bad idea, that's for sure. I think our munitions defense is doing a good job at stopping anything that they fire at us, which is proving very, very important because they have a lot of missiles. So fingers crossed, we're actually still pretty healthy back there, which we do seem to be, so that's good. Don't really know what's left on there, so let's just leave it to it. And let's go inspect the damage back on board. And yeah, it's not too bad, to be entirely honest. It seems we've had a couple of hits on the deck. They've taken out the guns on the side there, but that's really not anything too bad at all. Wow. Wow. Whoa! That's a lot of blocks. We must have hit something pretty important there. I think the AI is actually doing a better job than me at aiming now, because I was kind of trying to go for important bits, but now it seems they're out of important bits. We're just doing the old murderize them, and whoa, big fire breaking out on the top decks of that thing. We must have hit fuel, I guess. Whoa, and now a big explosion. Okay, there it goes. It's going to be the cat shark next, and it is spawning at really, really close range, which isn't actually very good for us, but hopefully we will be all right. Let's hold fire with the guns. We do have a bit of a problem with energy generation. Okay, there we go. Cat shark has spawned in. It's teeny tiny. I can't imagine it's going to survive too many shots here. Yeah, I mean, it is... Ooh, that was a big hit. Yeah, something at the back with lots of frag in it. Presumably a gun. Oh, and there's the front one. Yeah, okay, there we go. The cat shark. Not too threatening, to be entirely honest. Yeah, this ship doesn't need too much in the way of engine power to actually stay afloat like a bunch of my other designs, so in theory, it's not the end of the world when we get low on power. It's just going to start reducing our fire rate. But yeah, that was an adequate enough showing from this thing. I definitely need to see if I can get on top of that power generation. Maybe even worth just splashing out on a couple of RTGs just to top it up. We are not doing too badly in terms of power generation. It's only going down by like 30,000, 40,000 power every single shot, which is alright given how much power we're shoving through these railguns. I mean, there is a serious lot of energy going through these. I think it's 25,000 per shot, so that's 100,000 per turret, 200,000 per salvo, which is, you know, quite a lot of power. I could tone it down, I guess, but it's fun, isn't it? Anyway, we did get to use this ship. We also got to use and lose the Marlon, which was a crying shame, but I think it's been a fairly successful episode, and the Steel Strider's definitely now on the back foot after what definitely looked like they were on the advantage at the start of this episode. But I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and or subscribe. This has been so much work, so it'd be really appreciated if you also let me know how much you're enjoying this series. It would be nice. That said, yeah, that's all. Bye-bye. And as always, a huge thank you to my YouTube super supporters: Cody Fox, Nekashutsk, Yoki6263, Pimps Ganamba, Marlon Goiken, Darkos LeBlack, Dougie Ott, Peter Holmes, Rocket, and Terrifine. And a huge thank you to the regular tier supporters as well.